All right, Freeform Rock Podcast exclusive on YouTube only. Please subscribe and share. Lee, you got two guests with you today. Can you want
Yeah,
to introduce them?
that's Malibu and that's Peppermint.
Who's your favorite?
Oh, I like both of them. I'll say that Malibu for a while was hiding,
Hmm.
but I don't think that she was with anybody. I think she was just chewing on something, and after she was finished, she came back. And Peppermint, she always likes to at least um try to smell like peppermint. But I like them both equally. But I mean, I missed her for a while because she seemed to be um hiding, doing something, and but so I'm right now favoring her only because she's back. But I usually favor her because she always seems to stay.
Well, I always go for the blonde, but I've been looking
Yeah,
at some cool brunettes, man. There's some
yeah.
nice
I I
brunettes.
like I like brunettes better in general. Hey, stop it! Want me to leave again? No, no, I like you too. Okay.
Yeah, Linda Carter, I think is my favorite brunette. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. You should get a Wonder Woman doll, dude.
Um,
Linda
I
Carter Wonder
I
Woman
have to
doll.
I have to wait until I can find them.
Oh, I'll look it up on eBay and see what's there.
Yeah, because
But
how I attributed these, I haven't told you, but we'll leave that for another day.
all right. Well, I got some new sunglasses, which is actually the same. It's weird because the other day when I was doing the Mark and Jerry with Charles BS sessions, before we started the video, I went like this to grab something. My sunglasses fell and broke. I was like,
Wow.
fuck me. So we went to the store the other day and I found these pair of sunglasses. And guess what? They're the same style. I had just picked the same style. I like the style of sunglasses. I thought that was cool.
So are they going to break? I'm sorry.
I kept the
No.
other ones for 3 years. I kept the ones before
Uh,
that for three. But they were
uh,
getting a little scratchy. So it's kind of
uh,
cool now. I see you
yeah.
clearly now that the rain is gone.
Mm. I see clearly now. Yeah. You know what's so weird is like it looks like I have pigtails and they're in the form of women.
Wouldn't that be cool? And
like
then you have a woman that
like
then you have a woman on your
like
schlong.
Shirley, like Shirley Temple. But when they say, "Oh, I like your pigtails, little girl," the pigtail goes, "Thank you." You know
Hey,
what I mean?
what was one of the girls like they were little when you first saw them in the movies that got hot when they became adults?
Well, I um remember the Facts of Life, the show.
Yeah.
Do you
Take the
remember
good, you take the bad, and there you got the
the
facts of life.
do you remember that little redhead in the you know
Molly
the
Ringwald.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
and then I didn't even realize that that was Molly Ringwald
Neither
back
did I.
then. Yeah, isn't that a trip?
Yeah, she got better looking now than she was back
Yeah,
then because she grew her
but
hair out
but I did like her back then
and her
too. But
boobs
but
got
yeah,
bigger.
and the thing is but um otherwise yeah, so I liked her, and yeah, she was the one who I thought was really cool. Oh yeah,
There she is laying down in front of him.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but
And so yeah.
yeah, Molly Ringwald, dude, it's like I never was attracted to her in the movies back then, like The
Oh, I
Breakfast
was.
Club. 16. No, I was attracted to the blonde who's in 16 Candles that the guy she liked gave to Anthony Michael Hall when she was drunk to go fuck, which is kind of, you think about it in these days, it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. I forget who that other lady
A
was.
blonde dude was my
Mm.
jam. But when I
Yeah,
saw him, I was always in Breakfast Club. I was attracted to Ali Sheedy. I was
I
like,
liked Ali Sheedy too. When she was she's written some. She wrote a book. She's I like her and other stuff. Um, did you like Tina Yothers in Family Ties?
no.
Oh,
I like Justine
I
Bateman.
liked her. Yeah, yeah. Tina Yothers is in a group,
Yeah,
rock group.
she didn't have the face. Her face wasn't pretty to me. It's
Uh,
and I
I
like blondes, but that wasn't a blonde I liked. I didn't like
yeah,
the others.
I kind of liked her.
She's from West Covina, right over by I was in Austin Heights. She's
Did you
down
like
the street
Jan
from me.
Brady, E. Plum?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
liked her better than Marsha.
I did too, kind of. You know.
I like E Plum
Oh,
way
the
better than
other one
Marsha.
I liked. I think another one that got hot when she was older, kind of was Cindy.
Oh, Cindy Brady. You know
Yeah,
who else got
I
hot?
mean, of course she's now kind of screwed up, but for a while she was hot. Who?
I follow up. You know the girl played Tabitha.
Um, in what?
Oh, Bewitched.
Uh, um. Oh, I only knew Elizabeth Montgomery.
You didn't know the little girl?
I forgot about her.
It was Erin Murphy. I follow her on Facebook.
Oh, Erin Murphy. She's. I didn't know that she was on
That's her
that
now.
show. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I know of her now, but I didn't know of her then, or
No,
I forgot.
dude, she's fucking hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Erin Murphy, dude, and she tucks in her shirts basically too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know who else I like? I seen this movie. You ever watch The Grinch Who Stole Christmas? The movie with
I saw the cartoon back in the day.
but did you ever see the movie with Jim Carrey?
Only maybe 10 or 20 seconds.
Well, the little girl in there who played Cindy Lou Who, little blonde, little
Yeah.
chickie, young chick back then. She
Oh,
grew up to be fucking the Pretty Reckless lead singer Taylor Momsen.
oh yeah.
Poses nude inside the album cover of the
Yeah.
Gatefold. It's
Yeah,
fucking amazing.
and she's was playing in New York, but I wasn't able to. I didn't get the
You
tickets.
should have went, dude. I
Mm,
would have loved to see the Pretty Reckless live.
yeah.
Which that's
Do
one
you
of the new
know?
bands you
Do you
like.
remember? Yeah, Danielle Gribeau.
Is
Remember
that
her from Archie Bunker's Place? You
oh,
know the
she's
little
hot too.
girl.
Yeah, yeah, she's hot
The
too.
little girl. She's a singer now.
You know that
She
girl.
she had a she has like about 2 or 3 albums out.
And there was another chick who's in a Halloween movie. I think it was Halloween something. She's hot
I
too.
guess. I guess. I
Jamie
don't.
Lee Curtis, I would have sex with too.
Yeah. Mhm.
What is it?
She's married to Christopher Guest.
Christopher Guest. Yeah, I love Christopher Guest. Do you ever watch Christopher Guest on Saturday Night Live?
um, I I didn't back in the day.
He did a good skit with
He did Bob Dylan.
he did a good skit with Billy Crystal. Well,
Oh,
they play these guys and say, you ever put a nail up your nose and you can't get it out and you try to yank it out? That hurts.
ew,
Oh, I hate it when that
ew.
happens. They would do stuff like
That's weird.
I see if I could find that for you and send it
Did
to
you
you.
know that John Belushi did Joe Cocker? He
Oh,
played Joe Cocker.
yes. Come on, man. What you talking about? I'm a Saturday Night Live nut swinger, except for the new shit. I like the old shit better.
Yeah, I never really watched them much.
You never watch it with Eddie Murphy?
No, I a little bit, but no, I didn't watch that show when it was on.
You didn't watch James Brown's Hot Tub Club?
And in later, but not when it came out. I wasn't watching that.
Sure, get in the hot tub. We'll make it wet. We'll make it sweat. How about
Yeah,
Beverly Hills Cop? Did you watch Beverly Hills Cop?
Well, that was a movie, so yeah, I saw that.
Do you like Eddie Murphy?
I like him.
Did you ever watch Beverly Hills Cop 2?
I don't know if I did.
There was this, they were at a bar,
Oh,
scene.
I'm confusing Beverly Hills Cop with Down and Out in LA.
Down at Beverly Hills.
Oh, yeah.
That's with Nick Nolte and Sammy Hagar. No, Bette Midler. Okay, I
Oh,
gave a joke for you guys, Sammy Hagar fans there. No, it's with that was with Nick Nolte, Richard Dreyfuss, and Bette Midler.
all
Down
right.
in Beverly. That was a great movie. And also, what's his name was in there? The dude, the piano player, Little Richard, was in that movie as the neighbor. It's fucking
There was
hilarious
a
in there.
there's a movie with I think it was Jamie Foxx or whatever it was. I forget what it was. Movie about they had a diamond up in the, and I think Tommy Lee Jones was in it, and they put a diamond up that they stole from a bank, and then they couldn't take it because if they took it they would get caught, so they left. But they went back to the place where it was supposed to be, but it's now a cop station. So I think Jamie Foxx or whoever it was either Jamie Foxx or someone. Um, it might have I forget who it was, but he then decided that he would become a cop in order to allow himself up there to get the diamond with Tommy Lee Jones. I forget the name of it, the movie.
Tommy Lee Jones, Jamie Foxx,
I think so. It
Tommy
it was
Lee
either that
Jones,
or it was
Jamie
it might have been Chris Rock.
Jamie Foxx
Either of
movie.
those. Either that
How
or
could you get
Chris
those
Rock.
two like the
Yeah,
burial?
um it's a movie about with the diamond.
Oh, there's a new. I don't know what that is,
It
dude.
was like back in like the 90s or so. It's like the movie about like they put a diamond in this place,
Well, if you guys are watching this,
the stash or the rock or something.
The Rock, I don't know
Uh,
what it is, dude.
uh,
I've never heard a movie with them. I know
uh,
Jamie Foxx. He
uh.
played fucking what's his name, Ray Charles. That was a good movie.
Was he in the movie Collateral with Tom Cruise?
Yes, he was. That's a good
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, that,
I
yeah,
have that on DVD here somewhere.
yeah,
It's a good movie,
yeah.
man. But I want to ask you your opinion on a band that nobody really talks about, and you like bands that nobody really talks about. What do you think of the
Yeah,
band? What do you think of the band The Alarm? The Alarm.
I like them. I think that sometimes the guy could comb his hair, but I think their music is okay.
You like Sold Me Down the River and 68
I
Guns, Rescue Me.
I wouldn't buy it, but if I was forced to do a review of it, I would not cry.
I want to, well, that's, that, I'll put that in my back pocket because I like The
Okay.
Alarm. I want to do bands that I like that nobody does. And you like that when I do
That
that
would
shit.
that they that would be all right.
And let's see. I want to know what singers replaced an original singer in a band that you really enjoyed better.
Um, hmm. I don't know if this counts, but um, I liked Ike Willis when he sang on Frank Zappa's songs better than Frank Zappa's voice. Um,
Who is Ike Willis?
he's a singer who played with Frank Zappa.
Okay.
He was in the album Joe's Garage. Do you
That's
know the
all he did?
song Lucille Miss My Mind Up? You know the song Lucille
I don't know much Frank Zappa. I know Zoot
has
Aluris and the
messed
album he
my
did. That's about it.
mind up. but I still love her. I really love it. That's Ike Willis. Um, he's good. Uh, um, I thought of another. Oh, um, I'm not going to say I like him better, but than the original singer. But overall, I like him better as a singer, and that's Michael DeBar over Robert Palmer.
I disagree with you on that one wholeheartedly, dude.
You have you ever heard Michael DeBar in Detective?
Yes, I think we did an album by Detective, and I liked it.
And
But the Power Station album he did with him was
Diamond
horrible.
Silverhead. He was in
No,
Silverhead.
but the Power Station album he did with him was not good.
I didn't know that he did an album
He
with them.
did
I
one
thought he
with them.
just. Oh, I have to hear it then.
I know he did an album with. I didn't like it.
I don't know if I liked the album, but I liked him live with them.
No, I love Robert Palmer. So Michael DeBar's. No,
We should do Vinegar Joe, the album Vinegar Joe
well,
with
let's do it.
Robert Palmer.
Uh,
Except it's not on streaming.
we could find it somehow.
It's they did a few albums with him. Um, Dada is on streaming. And he was credited with being on it, but I didn't hear him on it. But
Dada Alice Cooper.
no,
Oh,
Dada. Just it's. Have you ever seen the picture? It's an album cover where on the corner it shows like a old Victrola phonograph, but with the tongue sticking out.
no, that sounds like a cool cover though.
Yeah, that's Dada. That was
Oh,
in 1970.
Lee, you're getting some leg tonight for sure, right there, man. That fucking
Yeah, yeah,
Malibu's got some legs,
uh,
man.
yeah. You know what? I have permission to take off her outfit, but I kind of don't want to do that because I don't want to
Yeah, we don't want to be a
be
porno.
naughty.
We don't want to be a
Yeah,
porno podcaster. You know, we don't want to get banned by YouTube
it
by
would
showing doll
actually
boobs.
it would actually if I tried to take it off and it wouldn't come off, that would actually make me feel kind of aroused because it's an outfit that's stuck.
We need to get you a real chick with a tucked in shirt, bitch. Seriously. You know there's a new dating site called Bumble? Bumble?
Huh.
Yeah. You know there's a Facebook dating website now.
Yeah. And all I have to do is just put in
I think
my
it's free.
fetishes.
Yeah, put
And
in your tucked in shirt, you're in, like Flynn, right?
yeah,
What does
yeah.
that mean, you're in like Flynn? Where did that saying come from anyway? I
It
don't know.
must have been based. It must have been based on a guy named Flynn who went in everywhere. I don't know where
Oh
he
yeah,
went.
he went into every orifice.
Yeah.
All right, but I just want to tell you, replacement singers that I loved, not as better as the original. I'm gonna go with Brian Howell of Bad Company because I thought those albums were different. He didn't try to sound like Paul Rogers. They
Huh.
did their own thing. And Mick Ralphs kind of had more leeway to do better solos than he did with the original Bad Company. And you heard more of Mick Ralphs with the albums with Brian Howe than you did with Paul Rogers.
Was Terry Thomas also for a while in Bad Company?
I think he was. He produced Holy Water.
He
So,
he was in the group Charlie, which had the drummer Steve Gadd, which I heard is a different drummer than the jazz drummer. So I don't know. I thought Steve Gadd was the jazz drummer in Charlie, but apparently it's another guy named Steve Gadd.
yeah, I'm just saying.
We did one of their albums.
Yeah.
We reviewed it.
We did Holy Water too, and you liked it also. But
Oh,
I've been listening to the albums with Brian Howell, and
oh,
what happened is that I was doing my show on thatmetalstation.com every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. The VIP, the MVP of that station, Matthew Warner, who gives me a block every week. I get a block with Jerry Soup, and I got a block with Andy Rodriguez coming this week too. I let people pick the songs, man, and then I pick my own set when their blocks are done. The first set I pick, and then I go into Matthew Warner, then Jerry, then Andy, and then after that I pick my songs. But because I like to make it a station where people could come in and program it without me being a dick. But where was I going? I'm just saying, no, the album Penetrator by Ted Nugent.
Yeah,
Brian Howell sang on that.
I never heard it. Is that a good album to hear?
It sounds like a poppy Ted Nugent album with Brian Howell. He was the lead vocalist on that album. But the thing is, Ted Nugent solos are fucking hard as fuck.
All right.
So you should check it out, Penetrator. I think we should do a review on that one day. It's fucking really cool. I'd bring Jerry Soup on that. Really good. And then another singer that I thought that was really good was John Bush and Anthrax. Because
I'll
these
say
two,
yes, because I'm not familiar with the other stuff.
the thing is with these two singers, they embrace the band's older catalog. They played those songs live, unlike Sammy Hagar, who would do like 2 songs with Van Halen. These guys played the whole thing. And also people were talking about, well, Dio did that with Black Sabbath, and this guy did this with this band. But the thing is, people know about Dio and those other singers.
That's another singer who I think was better than the original. I like Dio better than Ozzy.
I agree with you on that. I love Black Sabbath with Dio better than Ozzy.
And I like it better than Dio solo.
Well, I can't agree with you on that. I like it just how about I like it just as much.
I like some of it just as much.
Dude, we need to do Strange Highways.
That's the one I like.
Yeah, we need to do Strange Highways. And also we were talking about this on the podcast, which will come out 6-7 weeks. I was saying this on that metalstation.com, and also listen to I'm gonna get, because my Metal Mike always gives me a shout out when he does his stuff on his podcast with the plug with Music and More with Nate Atchison. We love those guys. He always gives us a plug on his, they always pimping us Freeform Rock podcast when they do their podcast. So that's cool. I gotta pimp him a little bit because he rules. Listen to the Metal Mike on Friday nights, man, on thatmetalstation.com. But I was talking about this on thatmetalstation.com when I was playing these songs. I go, you got the Beatles, you got the Stones, you got the Who, right? The bands that, like the English bands that came out around the same time. But then you got these other 2 bands, the Kinks and the Animals.
Yeah, I like them better than the Who.
Just as good.
I like them better than the Who.
Just as good or better than those bands, but they don't get love at all. That pisses me off.
I actually like the Kinks kind of better. Their first album is a little tiny bit better than the Beatles and the Rolling Stones.
I agree with you. The Kinks are so overlooked, but how many?
But their second album,
bands...
I don't really like their second album as much, but their first one was good. But that's because when they were in the studio, Shel Talmy, the producer, was there, and he was telling Ray Davies what he wanted him to do, and Ray Davies said, "Listen, I don't care whether or not your name is as producer, but we're doing this. If you want, just sit down on the bench and be quiet. Let us do it. Just sit down and be quiet." And every time Shel Talmy tried to tell him how to do the album, he just told him, just sit down and be quiet. Sit down and be quiet. So that's what Shel Talmy did, and that's why they did a good album. But then on the second album, he had more say, and that's why it's not as good.
What songs were on the second album? What was the name of the second album?
Tired of Waiting for You is one of the songs on there. I think
I like
it's
that song, but it's kind of boring
but
sometimes.
yeah, it's not as good as the really good stuff. Well, All Day and All of the Night was on that album, and that's a good song. But I mean,
I love
most of
that
the
song.
but most of the songs aren't as good as that.
But you consider the
I think
Kinks.
it's called Kinda Kinks. I think that was the name of it, Kinda Kinks.
The Kinks were more punk and rock than the Who were.
The Who was kind of like a blues band that didn't play good blues. They just kind of stumbled on it, and they didn't get really good until they did Who's Next,
I agree.
and then they kind of got their footing.
But
But
come on, Van Halen.
my favorite Who album, believe it or not, is Face Dances.
Ooh, we should review that album.
That's like after Keith Moon died. It's like their only really good album.
That's with Kenny something on there, right? Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny Jones, he was from the Faces.
We haven't done a Faces album, dude.
Oh, we can do
I
the
want to do some old fucking rock that could have been metal. Like
there's
Faces could have been metal.
there's one album that they did called Small Faces, because even though Rod Stewart was in the band, the record company told them that they needed to keep up the name of Small Faces. So it's not a Small Faces album, it's an album by Faces, but it's called Small Faces, and that's good. But if you want one only with the name Faces, there's one called A Nod Is As Good As a Wink to a Blind Horse. That's the first one that I heard. That's considered the classic. But then there's also Small Player, and there's Ooh La La. So take your pick.
I don't care, dude. I just want to do something with Rod Stewart that was rocking. I don't want to do his fucking Tony Bennett shit.
Yeah,
You
me
know,
neither.
he's on tour right now and he's doing like fucking Tony Bennett and Frank Sinatra. And the Cheap Trick is opening for him and they're rocking out, but he's not playing fucking rock anymore. What the fuck is wrong with him?
He's um he got to the point where he did albums where one side of it would be rock and then the other side would be mellow, boring crap.
Dude, that
And he
album
did
with
that
Forever Young was
for a
horrible.
very long time.
That's a Forever Young, Forever
Oh,
Young.
I hate that.
That
That's
fucking
I
song
hate it.
sucks balls, dude. It sucks balls with fucking
But
somebody
I
singing in
saw
your
him
mouth.
live, and he was good
He's
live.
good live, but he's not doing his rock shit anymore. What the fuck would I want to see
Yeah,
him
I
live
wouldn't
now?
want to see him now, but I mean, back in the day,
Would I
I
want to see
saw
him
him.
sing Downtown Train and fucking Forever Young? Fuck no. I want to see him do fucking Hot Legs and fucking Every Picture Tells a Story, don't it? You know, shit
Yeah.
like that. I want to see him fucking rock the fuck out, Rod. Get the cum out of your mouth and
Well,
start fucking
well,
rocking out again, man.
I'm sorry, but the time is past for that. You had your time to see him, and it didn't come. So
I didn't,
just forget
yeah, I don't want to come now.
it. I'm,
But I'm like going, I want to see him rock, man. The Stones still rock.
yeah,
What the fuck is wrong with him? Why does he want to sing
you have
Tony
to
Bennett shit?
you have to give him like some kind of I don't know. It would be good. I want to see him do that
I don't
too.
understand it. He's not doing rock, but he has Cheap Trick opening for them. The
I
fuck
guess
is it?
he wants. It's like he says, "Well, you're still seeing rock. You're seeing Cheap Trick." Kind of like that. Like, let me alone. I'll
I'm
do my mellow ballad, but at least you get a good opening act.
bro.
You, you know.
I'm seeing Cheap Trick tonight. But
Oh,
it kind of sucks because Rick
is it?
Nielsen.
Is it? Oh.
Rick Nielsen isn't playing because he has doctor's orders. He can't
Uh,
play. Robin
oh,
Zander's son is going to be
oh.
playing lead guitar. It's like, dude,
But
it's like,
that's going to be interesting, though.
yeah, because Rick does all the talking. So Robin's going to have to fucking start talking.
Yeah, well, he sings.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to see one of the best vocalists of all time in Robin Zander, which I'm not too
Yeah,
and we still get to see Tom Peterson, but I hope
yeah.
they don't do that Tom
Are they
Peterson song.
are they close? Are they close to? Is it like a long drive or is it close by?
Oh, it's a long drive. It's
All
in the
right.
desert. It's about an hour and a half.
Well, that's at least that's not like
I'm
6 hours.
I'm seeing at Fantasy Springs Casino because you
Oh,
know why? Because Cheap
mm.
Trick should never fucking open for any fucking band ever. They are headlining. I'm going to a show with no opening act, and it's just fucking Cheap Trick.
All right.
And that rules because I've seen them on the Brigade tour with Heart open. Then I seen them headline by themselves at the Universal Amphitheater, which is no longer there. And then I seen them open for the Foreigner with Kelly Hansen. Okay, they
Yeah.
were great. This will be the second time I get to see them headline, which is awesome. Because they should not open for any fucking band ever. Because they
At
change
least
up the set list.
Yeah.
They don't fucking play the same tighter set list that Kiss does. You
Yeah, at
know.
least you could try and get a selfie with Robin Zander's son, but make sure that you don't have your mask on and that he's
We're
not
not
way,
gonna
way
have a
back in the
mask.
and
There's no
then that
mask in here
and that
anymore.
he's not way, way back in the photo
You
looking
and
like
the
he's
former members of Oingo Boingo picture I had.
I know I'm just trying to be funny. All I'm trying to say is but if you can meet any of them, I think that would be good because why well no, I know that you're supporting the band, but I mean, why don't you ever meet them?
Because they cost money for the meet and greet.
Well, I don't go to shows where they cost money for meet and greet. I
I
go
don't
to
know,
shows
maybe,
where
maybe
people go to the merch table.
you know what I'm doing? I'm filling up a cooler with beers, whiskey, Coke. I'm putting it in the car. Me and my friend Daniel. You would love Daniel Herbert. He's a fucking great guy. Hey Daniel, I love you. See you tonight, brother.
Uh,
But I'm filling up a cooler. We're gonna get there at the casino. We're gonna drink. We're not gonna pay the fucking $18 for a whiskey. We're gonna
okay.
fucking drink in the car. We're gonna smoke some weed. We're gonna fucking get in there. I'm gonna drive home, and we're gonna fucking get wasted for fucking pennies instead of
That
dollars.
sounds kind of smart.
Yeah, and then tomorrow, dude, you know what happening tomorrow, dude? It's the concert weekend, dude.
Yeah.
He got tickets to see Armored Saint and Wasp. I always put Armored
Mm,
Saint first because I like them better, but it's Wasp
yeah.
with Armored Saint. We already saw them 2 months ago, me and Daniel, but his friend gets all these tickets like cheap. So I'm paying $50 a ticket to see them their last show of the tour in LA at the Wiltern Theater. And Eric,
Do they meet people afterwards or not?
no, you got to get there and pay for it. The thing is, he got the tickets from his friend, so I couldn't pay for the meet and greet. Eric Arnsby Jordan. Have you saw his picture with the Armored Saint?
No.
He put up, go look at his page. He put up a lot of pictures on his Instagram. Van Halen, these nuts he has on Instagram.
I go to shows where I get selfies with the women performers.
Well, you know, the thing is, when you pay for that meet greet, he said it's cheap. You get a t-shirt, you get a swag, they sign your stuff for you. They do a lot of
Yeah.
things. The thing is, he put up one picture where he's taking a picture with the band, and John Bush is looking like away from him, and he's playing a video game. And I said, "What the fuck, Eric? Why is John Bush shunning you?"
Yeah,
And,
that sounds even worse. At least with the Oingo Boingo picture, they're looking at the camera and you know that they're looking at it. So you know that at least it does look like he's involved in the picture as opposed to if you were to, let's say, go, oh, look, there's Paul Stanley. of course he has a baseball bat and he looks like he's trying to tell me to leave, but quick, take the picture before he hits me. I'm kidding. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, but Eric replied he was finishing his game. But the thing is,
Yeah.
he took about 10 more pictures with John Bush with him looking at the camera. So it was only one picture that he was looking away.
I guess he just decided to use that picture, just like David
I-
Lee Roth decided to use that concert.
I
as
don't know
opposed to
why
the
he put
other
that picture.
concerts.
I wanted to put that picture up. I would have kept that for myself, you know, because John
Yeah.
Bush was like over here, but he put
I
up
think
9 more
that
pictures.
maybe Eric is even worse than you as far as the dumb jokes. Your dumb jokes at least are funny. His are just irritating.
Well, he has the same dumb jokes over and over. Fucking
Yeah.
silent lucidity.
Yeah, he does the one joke over and over again.
He has
Sorry, Eric. He's a nice guy, but you can tell he's only like 14 years old. You know, you can you can kind of tell that by his lack of good taste in music.
I'm gonna defend him,
Sorry.
even though he likes Sabotage. I hate Sabotage.
The album?
I hate any album by Sabotage.
I thought you meant the Black Sabbath album. Sabotage.
No, I'm talking about Sabotage, the band.
They have like one half of a good song, but I don't remember what song that is.
He does have some good jokes. Come on. He has some good jokes. He just uses dick way too much, though. He needs to come up with another thing about dick. He uses dick. Come on, dude. Use some other jokes. You know, I say enjoy, but now I'm saying if you like something, that's fantastic. I changed it up.
Yeah.
He's like Mr. Dick.
I don't know why anyone likes that Trans-Siberian shit.
That shit sucks.
You know, they do Paco Bell's Canon, which is the worst song in the world, and the fact that they say that they do it makes me hate them even more.
Me too. An hate Trans-Siberian Orchestra. And all he says is, you need to go to the show. You need to see them live. This is like, don't get offended because you like seafood, Lee. This is like people who tell me, Mark, you haven't had salmon cooked the way I cook it. Okay, well, let me try your salmon, and then I eat it. It still sucks.
It would be like someone says, you haven't smelled my pee. It's much more sweet. And the other guys, it's like, well, what you don't understand is I don't want to smell any pee.
It's like people say they don't like certain things, and I say, okay,
yeah.
Well, tell me what you think of this. And the thing is, if they don't like it, I drop it. I don't keep pushing them on it. I get pushed on seafood so much it pisses me off. Stop telling me I haven't had lobster. You haven't had lobster cooked the right way. You didn't have it with butter. You didn't have shrimp like this. You didn't have shrimp like that. You didn't have fish cooked like that. You know, I tried it all. You know what? I'm done. I'm not trying it anymore because it all sucked.
I get you then.
Yeah, it's like, you haven't heard music this way. You haven't heard music that way. You haven't heard this way. Like, I still hate fucking Sabotage.
You haven't heard Trans-Siberian Orchestra while wearing a red suit. You were only wearing a green suit. Or you were only wearing your red sunglasses. You weren't wearing your green sunglasses.
You know what? You know how I would like Trans-Siberian Orchestra, dude? If I was like with a woman with a tucked in shirt, motorboating her boobs.
Yeah. You know how I would like them? I would like them if the sound was off and I was hearing "And Now by Coliseum 2" in the background.
Coliseum 2 rules. Gary Moore, dude.
You know,
fucking rules, dude. Don Airy. Fuck
it would be like if you were watching a video of Trans-Siberian Orchestra, but you had on these headphones that nobody saw, and you were listening to an album that you liked, and someone said, how do you like the music? And you said, the music's great. and they didn't realize that you weren't listening to what they were hearing. You were hearing your own music.
Dude,
So you weren't lying.
I would
The
go see
music you were hearing was late,
I
and it
would go
was
s-
great.
I would go see Transburns whatever orchestra, fucking drunk as fuck, stoned as fuck, motorboating my wife
Yeah,
with their shirt tucked in. You
yeah,
know. Yeah. My wife does tuck in her shirts sometimes.
that's cool then.
But I don't know if this is a sensitive. Can we talk about John Lennon, or is that okay?
You can.
And we could talk about Dimebag Daryl. Is that okay?
We can do that.
I just
Sure.
want to make sure because they
No
both
problem.
died on the same date years ago
Yeah.
on December
Wow.
8th
Yeah. That was my
By-
dad's birthday.
by getting shot, assassinated.
Yeah. No, no. I remember the time, and I thought it was a bummer. And the thing is, with Playboy magazine, they had the episode. I mean, they had the magazine out 3 days before he got shot, and we had the magazine, and then they took it off the stand afterwards because they didn't want people to think that they were capitalizing on. But the the magazine was put out before he died. So if you find it, it has Barbara Bach doing a pictorial when she was with Ringo Starr at the time.
Was
And
she nude in that?
I think she was.
Daisy Duke
And
was nude.
no, Barbara Bach, not
Oh.
not Catherine Bach.
Oh, I just heard Bach, and I just
Yeah,
went to
yeah,
Daisy
yeah,
Duke.
yeah. It's a different woman. She was Ringo Starr's girlfriend.
Oh yeah, she's
And
hot too. Yeah.
yeah, and so they had the interview in Playboy, and my mom would buy me all the Playboys when they first came out.
Your mom is cool, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Your mom
uh,
rocked.
yeah, yeah. And so I believe it or not, I had pictures of the nude women up on my walls. I was into breasts. And so the thing is,
Me too.
yeah, um, and then the other one, Dimebag. I I never really was a big fan of his playing. And the thing is, from what I understand, didn't Pantera break up and he was in another group when that happened?
Damage plan.
Yeah. So the idea of them, um the group breaking up because he died, Pantera, thing is they were already
Broken up
broke up.
because of Phil's heroin addiction. Yeah.
Yeah, and so but yeah, so if they had gotten back together, they could have possibly gone back together without him anyway, without Dimebag. So you never know what would happen.
I think they would have got back
Hmm.
together. Dimebag never died.
Yeah, yeah,
I think they would have.
yeah, I just this might be weird for me to say, but I think that even though there were a lot of people who like Pantera,
Me.
I think that that the the fandom of Dimebag started after he died, and that he and that people were into him because he died, but that when he was alive, there were only like certain Pantera fans, and that they didn't get really big until later. That's what I think.
No, that's not true because they did have a #1 album.
All
And
right,
that
I
thing,
didn't know them then.
yeah, Pantera was pretty big before he died, way
Yeah.
big. And the
All
reason
right.
the fans shot him because he blamed Dimebag for breaking up Pantera.
Oh
So the
wow.
fan base is pretty good. And the thing is, they saved metal in the 90s. They
Yeah.
kept metal going. They were out there when metal was dying because of grunge in the 90s.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately, they could have, well, they could have done better music, but that's just me.
well, I'm not gonna say it because you hate it when I bring up stuff you like. So I'm not gonna bring up the Bon Jovi and the Pantera album you
Hey,
did. But
I actually like that better. Fuck.
hey, James
But
West.
I
Hey man,
hate,
give a shit.
I
I love
hate
James
every.
West. We love James West. He was kind of mad that we didn't bring him on the Rock Over You. What the fuck is that out named by Kiss album? I always fuck it up. Rock, rock,
Rock
rock,
and roll over.
rock and roll over. He was kind of because I was putting up some Kiss posts. This I'm you, Lee. I'm kind of like you. I do things to get fucking I say things to get people to conversate and to make friends
Yeah,
with each
yeah,
other.
I say things to get people annoyed and to stay away
I
from me, but
I
it doesn't happen.
I do things to bring people together against me. So that's
I
cool.
do I do things to make people stay away, but with them feeling guilty knowing that I'm right.
But James West, because
But it doesn't happen.
I'm
They
talking
always argue.
I'm talking shit about Kiss. We did an album on your podcast about Kiss with Charles, and I liked it. I
Yeah,
think it was the first Kiss album, was it?
I think so.
And then we did Rock and Roll Over with you, me, and
Uh,
Charles and Jerry.
yeah.
And I said, you know what? I sent in the podcast. I go, dude, if you think I hate Kiss, you need to listen to this podcast because I said nothing but good things about Kiss. So I only talk about Kiss because people get pissed off if you give them truth about Kiss. That's about
I'll
it.
put it to you like this. If they did do another album, I I'd listen to it, but I wouldn't pay to see them in a show anymore unless they had an unpaid meet and greet
Well, that
and the
will never
show was
happen.
only $10 and it was only a mile away.
Well, that will never happen. It
All
might be
right.
a mile away, but they
Yeah.
ain't gonna give you a $10
Yeah.
show, and they ain't gonna give you a free meet and greet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna pay thousands of dollars to see Kiss behind a fucking glass wall.
I ain't gonna do that then.
Fuck that shit. Fuck Kiss. Fuck you, Kiss. You fucking ruin. You know, everybody says they haven't ruined their legacy. They haven't ruined their legacy. I think they have by being greedy. That's just me. But Lee, I don't have any much more to say.
All
You
right.
ain't gonna write the notes, so I gotta write the notes. So
All
say
right.
goodbye, dude.
Bye, dude.
Bye, dude.